Stories of the Infinite Yes is a collection of first-hand accounts made by participants of the Infinite Yes, or interviews with individuals who have been doing this work ongoing. I am so excited to walk back through the memoirs of the Infinite Yes here with all of you. Thank you for joining us. Hi, this is Sydney, and these are Stories of the Infinite Yes. Today I have with me Greg, and Greg was brought here, maybe even kicking and screaming by his girlfriend. Greg.
Yeah, my name is Greg, as Sydney said. I guess I would start off by saying that the world of Infinite Yes is not something that I would have sought out on my own, as many people have looked for answers or whatever led them there. I was led by another person. However, once I made the choice to come here with my girlfriend, I came here with a full open mind, heart, which is absolutely imperative for this work. But I didn't know what to expect. I had no expectations, I guess would be another way. I didn't think, I didn't go in thinking this is going to cure me, cure us. I just came in with the idea that I thought it could help by her experiences with it and me being able to see the person that she has become. I believe deeply because of her work with Sydney. And so I came here seeing that, knowing how much I believed it had helped her, and, came with that open heart and open mind that it could help us, and it has.
Do you remember the first time you walked in the store?
Somewhere roughly around a year ago from now. I mean, it was sometime, like I said, I can't remember exactly. And I was going to come in November for Journey, but I was very sick and didn't come, which caused an issue with Laurel and I, and we took a little bit of a break. And then I had texted her saying that I really wished that I had chosen to go to Mexico with her to try, and you had felt that, and so I then, not long after that, I want to say it was the beginning of February when I came to my first journey, and I've journeyed 4 times in group and 1 time in a private with you, or 3 times in group and 1 time in a private. I'm not sure, but our relationship since then has improved leaps and bounds, in multiple different ways too, not just one avenue. I mean, it has improved in our communication, our forgiveness of each other to not let things escalate, our bond between each other simply by journeying together. And a lot was to truly let go of our insecurities from the past, which was our Achilles heel for sure. And that was a big part of our issue, was the constant thinking we were going to be like we had in the past, and truly being able to let go of that and see the persons that we have both become. And our relationship is absolutely the most beautiful it's ever been. And I would have to credit 80% of that to journeying, and 20% of that learning from that on how to be better in a relationship, and just bettering both of ourselves on our individual paths.
It's really been such an honor to see you guys come together stronger and stronger and stronger, and
Yes.
Hold that space for you in the bumps in the road.
I think that the group, you really, because of the way that we do things here at Infinite Yes, where we share with every person why we're here before we begin our journey, it lets other people know if they have any experience in that or any type of way to relate, that they can help you. And everybody here is the teacher and everybody here is the learner. Sydney is the guide between the three of those, but I know myself enough to know that I think that the way that it's working out now is the way that it was supposed to. So I don't know how to describe. I'm having a hard time articulating that, like, what, I'm a golfer. I'm a guy that likes cars, and that this is not something that the average person would look at me and see that I am into and take this away to learn from.
I really feel that, and it's I think you're wanting to articulate who you were before we started doing this, and it's almost hard to remember that, Greg, right? I mean, I think I think that day that I met you the first time, you had a lot of reasons why this might not be for you. Do you remember that?
Yes, yes. I guess skeptical was the word. I'm a learn by experience, but when my natural self tells me that this isn't something that's natural to me, it just makes me have my guard up. But once I took the step to come here, I think that I was open-hearted and open-minded for it. But that took a little bit to get there.
I wanted to see if you could capture, maybe in a story, just one memory from the journey, maybe a magical moment or a click moment that you had with Laurel that maybe some people out there could appreciate.
Okay. So in our first journey, I would say, we were very fortunate, as the group understood, and Sydney, that, we were here as a group, and, the space where it is, there's public spaces and there's some private, and the group kind of let us have a private space if we needed it, and that was very helpful, to where we could go and talk, just the two of us, or we could decide we want to come out and, talk with the group a little while. And I think that alone was really helpful. But, one of the times when we were in the private space together talking, I don't know, we really had this breakthrough of, like, letting each other, telling each other that our past is our past, and being here on the journey, being able to hear ourselves with absolutely no guard or defense up, due to the medicine, was imperative in us really being able to hear each other say that we're sorry, that we're not those people anymore, and that we have both moved in positive directions in our life. And being on the medicine, we were kind of one, and we could hear each other, and I don't know how to describe it. Feel each other's honesty would be the best way that I could articulate that. And you truly resonated in you, and you felt it and believed it. And since that moment, our relationship has gotten much, much better.
Well, I can't thank you enough for being willing to share a little bit from your heart today with the people listening. I asked Greg to be here because he is really deep, beautiful, genuine person. If you were sitting here next to him, I know you could relate to him. And I'm just happy that we got to have your voice here as one of the stories of the infinite yes. Thank you, Greg.
You are welcome anytime.